Hey guys, this is Shah from worshipguitarskills.com, and in this video I'm going to show you the right way to use voicings on the guitar and specifically how to use it with ambient tones. I'm going to show you exactly what a voicing is and how to play some really cool voicings on the guitar. So before we get into the actual mechanics of what I'm about to show you, let me just give you an example of what you can do with these voicings once you know how to play them on the guitar. Alright, so as you can hear, that really fills up a lot of space, but interestingly enough, the chord voicings that I use there, we refer to those as triads, and really all that is, a triad is just 3 notes. So if we look at the C chord, it contains the notes C, E, and G. So C major consists of C, E, and G. Just those 3 notes together make up what we call a C major chord. Now, let's get into the actual term of voicing, right? So let's look at those 3 notes, which is C, E, and G, and let's look at the amount of combinations that you can come up with using just those 3 notes, C, E, and G, and you have to do 2 things. You're not allowed to repeat any of the notes, and you have to use all 3 notes every time. So here I have C, E, G. This is E, G, C, and this is C, G, E. Now all 3 of those voicings are what we call closed position triads because all 3 of those notes are contained within the same octave. I'll play it for you again. Right, those voicings very simple, but they're super powerful. But the fun really starts when you're looking at open position triads where the 3 notes span more than the distance of an octave. So our first one we've got would be C, G, E. Then I've got E, C, G. And then G, E, C. There you go. Those are the 6 voicings that I can get. Alright, so back to that term voicing, it simply refers to the order of the notes. So right now I played 6 different chord shapes for you. All of those chord shapes, they were the chord C major, alright? The chord didn't change, just the way that I organized the notes, and it turned out to be 6 different versions of those 3 notes. So that is what we refer to when we talk about voicings. Now, if you use the right voicing at the right time with the right tone, it can have a real big impact. Whatever style of music you're playing or whatever song you're playing, but it all comes down to having a solid understanding of these voicings. So now, let's look at a simple chord progression. C, F, G, and I can basically play that in one of 2 ways. Either I can use the same voicing for all 3 chords. So I can play C with this root position voicing. The same one for F. And the same one for G. Kind of sounds okay, but it's the jumps between the chords, they're too big. So my second way that I can play these voicings is when we actually refer to that as voice leading. So I make sure that the chords, instead of jumping all over the guitar neck, I try and play the chords closer to each other. So therefore I can play the following. So as you can hear, that sounds a lot better than when I play C, F, and G and jumping all over the guitar neck. And that is the power of knowing your voicings, because then you can make use of a technique known as voice leading and play stuff that just sounds a lot better than this example you've just heard. So there you go, you have a little bit of an example of how you can use voicings on the guitar together with an ambient tone. Now, if you're curious about the tone, all I had there was a quad delay with a little bit of tweaking on the kind of frequencies of the delays, and then I had a nice big long hall reverb that pretty much gave me the tone that results in this whole ambient sound.